Hello everyone. Today I shall discuss about inverse proportion. Two quantities may change in such a manner that if one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases and vice versa. For example, as the number of workers increases, time taken to finish the job decreases. Similarly, if we increase the speed, the time taken to cover a given distance decreases. To understand this, let us look into the following situation. Jahida can go to her school in four different ways. She can walk, run, cycle, or go by car. Study the following table. Here you see the table is speed in kilometer per hour, time taken in minutes. When it goes by walking, it takes. When the speed is 3 km per hour, then time taken is 30 minutes. Right? If we increase the speed, that is double into 2. When the speed is 6, the time taken is 15. Right? That is half of that. When the speed is 3 times, the time taken is 1 by third. When the speed is 15 times, time taken is 1 by 15 of that. Right? That means when one is increasing, the another quantity is decreasing. Right? Observe that as the speed increases, time taken to cover the same distance decreases. As Jahida doubles her speed by running, the time reduces to half. As she increases her speed to 3 times by cycling, time decreases to 1/3. Similarly, as she increases her speed to 15 times, time decreases to 1/15. Or in other words, the ratio by which the time decreases is inverse of the ratio by which the corresponding speed increases. We can say that speed and time change inversely in proportion. Let us now consider another example. Price of each book 40, 50, 60, 75, 80 and 100. That means number of books that can be bought is 150, 120, 100, 180, 75, 60. Then when the price of book increases, the number of books that can be bought decreases. That means they are in inverse proportion, right? If we represent the price of one book as X and the number of books bought as Y, then as X increases, Y decreases and vice versa. It is important to note that the product XY remains constant. We say that X varies inversely with Y and Y varies inversely with X. Thus, two quantities X and Y are said to vary in inverse proportion if there exists a relation of the type xy is equal to constant between them, k being a constant. If y1 and y2 are the values of y corresponding to the values x1 x2 of x respectively, then x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2 is equal to k, or x1 by x2 is equal to y2 by y1. We say x and y are in inverse proportion. Hence, in this example, cost of a book and the number of books purchased in a fixed amount are inversely proportional. Similarly, the speed of a vehicle and the time taken to cover a fixed distance changes in inverse proportion. Think of more such examples of pairs of quantities that vary in inverse proportion. You may now have a look at the furniture arranging problem stated in the introductory part of this chapter. Here is an activity for better understanding of the inverse proportion. Now, we will find some examples. Here you see 6 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. How long will it take if only 5 pipes of the same type are used? Here you see number of pipes. When number of pipes is 6, time taken is 80 minutes. When the number of pipe is 5, let the time taken be x. Lesser the number of pipes, more will be the time required to fill the tank. So this is a case of inverse proportion. So we can write 80 into 6 is equal to x into 5. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 96. The same way, if we find the example 8, there are 100 students in a hostel. The food provision for them is for 20 days. How long will these provisions last if 25 more students join the camp? Number of students was first 100 and now it is 125. Number of days 20, let the value be y. Since they are in inverse proportion, that is 100 into 20 is equal to 125 into 5. Therefore, the value of y is equal to 16. Or you can alternately in this way also, that xy y1 equal to x2 y2, or x1 by x2 is equal to y2 by y1, or 100 is to 125 equal to 100 is to 125 is equal to y is to 20, or the value of y is equal to 16. If 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours, how many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? You see, number of hours 48, 30, number of workers 15. Why? They are in inverse proportion. Therefore, you can write 48 into 15 is equal to 30 into y. But the value of y is 24. Therefore, to finish the work in 30 hours, 24 workers are required. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.